Hey, welcome to the BroKen podcast. I'm PewDiePie.
I'm CinnamonToastKen.
We did it!
Yes!
We did an intro where we don't interrupt each other.
Finally!
Today's the day. I can feel the stars are aligned.
It's gonna be a good day.
Actually, today I literally sent the same emoticon as another guy on Skype at the exact same time to each other, and I was like, whoa.
Oh, you like jinx each other with the same emoticon?
Yeah, we literally use this exact same emoticon at the exact same time.
Wait. Was it a smiley face or was it like a ninja or a dancing guy or something?
It was the, weird enough, the flexing guy.
Oh, because
and we both were like, what the fuck?
You guys are like, oh yeah, look at that muscle. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no, we were both so shocked when it happened. We were like,
wait.
This is a sign. What does it mean? I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. And so, and now we did the intro without any problems for the first time in years. Literally, we haven't done this in years, but
true. Today we have InTheLittleWood as our guest, Mr. Martin.
Oh yeah, that guy. that guy, huh? InTheLittleWood. Huh?
He's part of that old Yogscast and Minecraft player extraordinaire.
Martin InTheLittleWood, he's a great guy. We look forward to having him as a guest. I can't wait to ask him all the questions about his life.
Gotta ask him about that picture we found where he looks like he's 12 years old.
Shh. It's coming up later, guys. Stay tuned. But first, a word from my sponsor. I'm just kidding. We don't have one. I was actually thinking today, if we'd really, okay, this is really like not podcast material stuff to talk about, but if we'd really push this thing, we could probably be like the biggest podcast.
You think we could be like #1 podcast, or maybe not even #1, but like top 10?
What are like the biggest ones? Like how many numbers do they
I actually don't even know.
Because we can't be that far away.
I mean, with like the power of the YouTubes.
Yeah, with the power of the YouTubes, like we must have some kind of advantage there. Thank you for listening, all of you.
Thank you very much. I just don't know how well it transfers over from YouTube to like non-video, audio, long content. Well,
I want the thing to kind of live on SoundCloud because it's convenient and easy for people to use.
Yeah, they can download it. Also, when we put it on SoundCloud, it goes to iTunes if you don't use SoundCloud.
Yeah, and you can also buy all our merch while you're at it.
And subscribe, like all the videos. I think
we're kidding. We don't care. We're just glad you're listening.
Kisses.
Kind of.
Have you seen the report about Twitch about how they've like gotten harder on the rules about?
Oh yeah, that was so funny.
Tell
us about it.
Okay, like there's some streamers out there that will take off their shirts or be wearing lingerie or just be doing some almost nudie webcam stuff while they're streaming, and of course people go watch it. So
let's be honest here. There's girls sitting with their cleavage, hoping for rich people to donate them money, and there's at the same time they happen to play a game in the background. So
and there's also guys that may have like abs that they like.
Does that work?
I don't. Well,
I've never seen that.
Either it's not sexist. It's just fact that more gamers are guys.
Sexism.
I know. It's terrible. And so they go and see the girls with all the boobies hanging out. But it's not even anything against that. Like if you have cleavage showing, they can't say anything. But it's more of the people that were actually like, oh, you donated, I'm going to take off my sock and then keep on taking off pieces of clothing and stuff like that.
So you're still allowed to show a little bit of cleavage.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's like you can't stop that because that's considered normal.
I wish I had boobs so I could just milk it.
So you wish you had boobs so you could milk them. Is that what you mean?
Okay, I'm gonna read. Yes, I'm gonna read the quote here on the PC Gamer wrote an article about it, and they're just quoting. That's why I found it.
Yeah.
I just plugged PC Gamer. Goddamn, they're great. Nerds are sexy, and you're all magnificent, beautiful creatures. But let's try and keep this about games, shall we? To dress appropriately. Section of the Twitch rules of conduct states. I read that in a really weird way, but wearing no clothing or sexually suggested clothing, including lingerie, swimsuits, pasties. What the hell is that?
Like just like tape on your nipples, pretty much.
Oh.
Oh.
People go that far.
Well, where are these channels at? I'm missing out.
Because I mean, literally, you know, I wouldn't know anything about this, obviously, but like cam girls, someone told me about that.
Yeah.
It's this crazy thing where like women go on webcam and they go naked for money, kind of.
Internet strippers, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the same thing if you think about it.
Yeah, well, it's not just like mentioning girls. This is for guys also. It's like any like naked torso. Like if you take your shirt off, you're breaking the rules. So if you're a dude and you just like sit around your house without a shirt on, you know, that's pretty normal.
Yeah,
You better not put it on Twitch.
So they would literally like come in and, I mean, I know it's ridiculous, but since people exploit it, they're gonna have to put some kind of rules in there. So I understand that, but it's kind of I'm surprised I haven't done it sooner, because it's such a laughable thing about Twitch. I feel like you can kind of joke and be like, oh, there's just boob girls or whatever, cleavage girls.
I got you.
But obviously that's not the case. But it's easy to just make that statement and shrug it off, which is weird to me. But I guess it's since they got bought up. Yeah, the investors kind of wanted to shape it up a little bit.
Amazon's like, we need to clean up. This is not a smut place. It's not. Nobody needs to come in here and come in here to see people taking their clothes off.
It should be about the games anyway. Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. So, I kind of wish I could stream, but my internet is just not good enough.
I enjoy streaming. It's just I get like really into it, but then I burn myself out on it. Like I do it too much, or then like I'll.
Yeah, it's a kind of a commitment, like a thing to do. I was just thinking, I'll just stream my recordings, kind of.
Oh, you just stream your YouTube videos?
No, sorry. I'll just well, that's kind of smart. I could do that. No, I just meant that. Oh God, I lost total track. I just meant that I could stream what I record. When I record.
Oh yeah, you can. But the thing
it's not the same thing. Obviously.
It's not the same, because when you're streaming, everyone's there with you. Everyone's on the same page, so you can really play whatever you want to, and most people will be happy. But then then you translate it over to YouTube. If you're talking to the chat on Twitch, doing all this extra stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to ignore them, unfortunately.
Yeah, if you're going to put it on YouTube,
I'll have to ignore the chat. Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, you'll have to do exactly.
Or
like
maybe I'll take a break in between and talk to the chat, you know, and cut that out.
Like if you're doing a whole series or something, you can like between episodes, you can stop and be like, "Hey, everybody, what's up?"
YouTube is still my primary thing, and it will always be, I think. But
especially for YouTubers, like the time that you have to invest streaming versus making a YouTube video is like a huge difference.
Wait. So what's more time consuming, to stream or to make YouTube videos?
To stream.
That's more of a time commitment.
Yeah, I mean, like
even with the editing or whatever.
Oh, it depends how much you edit, really. But I mean, if you have like a set streaming schedule, if you're playing a game for fun, you're probably not going to get on there for like 30 minutes or an hour. You'll probably play for longer. Like the average stream lasts like 3 hours for most people.
Oh, yeah, I can't do more than that. I just burn out.
Yeah, and then like you make a YouTube video, it's there. Like people go and watch it whenever they want to. You can go into the archives on Twitch, but not as many people are going to go and watch old videos on Twitch. They're just going to go see when you're live.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, of course. No one's going to watch that shit.
And so for us already having a YouTube like presence, to go over to Twitch, we're not going to see the same numbers. We're not going to, get the same return.
I just wish YouTube would start streaming.
Well, they have the option on there. It's not.
But they
just
haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
I just feel like, come on, seriously, you have all the money in the world. You can't get streaming to work. Is that what you're telling me here? Yeah,
and even on Twitch, they have the option to annotate with YouTube, so they obviously have a deal there. Like how else would they have the automatic annotation that comes out when you're live?
Well, maybe YouTube would just be like, fuck it, I don't know what to do, man.
Might as well make a deal with them and stream ourselves.
Whoops, they are worth $1 billion. Well, we have like gazillion, so whatever.
Sometimes I feel like YouTube is like sitting back and watching everybody else and just like waiting for the moment to do something. Like with, say with like MCNs, like YouTube doesn't offer direct channel support and they usually don't do their own brand deals. Like they let MCNs do it.
Yeah.
And like with streaming, they do stream, but they're still like, Twitch and things like that. It's like they're just sitting there watching everyone else do it. Letting everyone else makes the mistakes. And then they like, whenever they're ready to do it, they can go and pick pretty much whoever they want to in the industry and offer them a better job and take them for themselves if they wanted to.
Yeah, it's so true.
I'm just waiting for the day when Google does.
I mean, that's kind of what. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. That's kind of what Apple does. A lot of most of the shit they add in their updates and stuff like that, that's literally already exists in Android or in Jailbreak. For like 2 years ago. Yeah. But when it comes out, people see it and be like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, man.
That's so awesome. They think about all the cool stuff.
Oh,
but it's like, really, they're just taking all these ideas that work. And it was the same with PC, Mac stole the PC ideas and shit. Oh, wait, wasn't it the opposite? Whatever, who gives a shit? Steve, shut up. You can't prove me wrong. That was horrible. I'm sorry. Sorry, Senpai Steve.
Is it because it's dead?
Anyway. I wanted to point out we only had guests that we like.
We only have guests that we like.
Yeah. We haven't sold out yet.
Oh,
There's a little pat on the back to us.
I thought you was like maybe.
I'm patting your back now.
Oh, thanks.
You're
ow,
welcome.
ow.
Sorry.
I thought you was like maybe responding to like some comments or something you hear.
I thought that came in my mind.
Like you guys only have on people you like. It's like,
yeah,
of course. Who else are we gonna have on here? People we don't like.
That's so common sense. Common sense. Ooh, I like that comment. But yeah, I'm glad we haven't just picked whoever has a lot of whatever and we don't really care about them. I'm sure that's gonna have to happen eventually because we're gonna run out of guests eventually.
I mean, it's not to the point yet, but you can already see like the end of how many friends we actually have.
Yeah, that's actually true. We're gonna have to start being creative. I'm sure. Now they're just gonna assume that we hate all the other guests.
No, we don't. We don't hate anybody.
How do we know? We don't know who's gonna have on next.
Yeah.
We should bring on someone we hate one time. That'd be great. That'd be fun. We can learn from it.
We have to talk to him for 45 minutes.
We can just have them in the background awkwardly, and not ask them anything.
Just have the face cam up and just sitting there like looking around like, what do we do?
That'd be so mean. We're not bullies. We would never do that. Okay. Plus, I don't really hate anyone anyway. Do you have it? Okay, I have a bunch of stuff to talk about, but if you have something, just now's your chance. Okay.
Okay. My chance. This is my one chance. Oh man, I was actually thinking about when we was talking about like Apple and iTunes and all that stuff about how people freak out so much about new iPhones. Like, oh my God, the iPhone 6 is out.
You're on that side, huh?
I gotta go wait in line for 12 hours to get one.
This will be a debate.
Oh, do you like that kind of stuff? Are you like the kind of guy that's on the cutting edge of technology and has to have all the new stuff?
No.
Yeah.
So first of all, I don't have an iPhone, and I'm not gonna buy one anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I have to have some kind of iOS device for the games, but
yeah, maybe you have an iPad for that. So.
I agree with you with what you're saying, though. The people who buy it just because they want to have like the latest shit and they don't care at all if it's good or not or anything like that.
It's more about like a conversation topic more than anything, like bragging rights.
Oh, yeah. So like a friend of mine I was like, oh, you have the new iPhone 6, and he was like, yeah, you want to touch it? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. But he's like, hey, here, go take it.
please
like,
worship me for my phone.
And I was like, all right, well, it's pretty cool, thanks. And I give it to back. And he's like, it's all right, you can play more with it. And it's like, I don't want to. It's like, it was so weird. I'm like, it's okay. Take your phone back.
It does everything that mine does, maybe a little faster. Whoop-de-doo. I can still send texts and call people on this one over here and check my Twitter and all that.
Exactly. It's not that much difference, but also just it's that wow show off kind of factor.
I mean, it really is. Like, it's just, and even conversations, people like, so what phone do you have? And you're like, what does it matter? You're never going to use my phone. It's mine.
Oh, good point. Good point. I'm gonna say that next time. There's a new Kickstarter today I saw that's called No Phone.
No Phone.
And it's got already $11,000 funding. Sorry, pound funding even. Jesus Christ. And it's basically just a piece of plastic that looks like a phone. And they have like this charts like no full battery life. Never runs out of battery. And all this shit.
So it's a toy.
It's literally just like no phone. It's just not a phone.
It doesn't do anything. It
doesn't do anything. No.
Wow.
So you can just bring that up when someone asks you what your phone is.
No phone.
It says here, iPhone 6 resolution, 920 times 1080. No phone, no resolution. Storage, 16 gigabyte. No phone, no storage. Operating system, no operating system. You get the
It's
waterproof.
It's like that guy that was making potato salad and got all that money.
Yeah. But I just felt like this kind of played on what we were saying when people talk about phones or whatever. It's like, you don't care, whatever.
It's like, does it matter? It's just like people wanting to tell you their sexuality. Like, if they are homosexual, some people are like, I'm into guys. And you're like, I don't care. Why are you telling me?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying. It's so weird. It's like, okay,
It's like, that's great for you, I guess.
A friend in Italy is homosexual, and he wants to make sure people know about it, kind of. Yeah, which it's not I'm bothered by it, but it's like, okay, well I don't care.
I don't go around making sure
telling you
I'm straight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm straight, and they're like, what? Why are you telling me this?
Yeah, well, I guess it's different from their point of view.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues and stuff. So there's differences, but from the point of view for all of us to be equal. Yeah. That's not a big deal.
It's society's fault.
Oh God, society, Tumblr.
We need to do something to troll Tumblr.
I think we troll Tumblr every time we record.
Yeah, but we need to do something more elaborate here. We have an audience. We have some people listening. We need to figure something out. I feel like I want to shit back on Tumblr, kind of, because Tumblr hates me so much. It's really all about my feelings.
It's not even like, Tumblr. It's like people complaining about other things. It's always the extremes. When we're like, well, I hate Tumblr. It's the extreme people that we hate.
No, yeah,
everyone else is cool.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong there. See, that's something Tumblr will post about. Damn it! They always win.
God dang it! Unless you're super nice about everything, you can't win.
Yeah, you can't win regardless, even if you're super nice.
That's true.
Going back on the iPhone thing, I feel we left that a little early. So I kind of like new technology and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I actually got a smartwatch for my birthday. Yeah. And
do you use
I
it?
can hear from your tone already where you're going, but
oh yeah.
I got the Moto 360.
It's
circular. I'm not sponsored. I really like it, and it's really good. I like it a lot. It's very actually useful. I know a lot of people, because for me, what I was going more for before, when you were more skeptic about the whole new product thing. Yeah. I feel like when the iPad came, for example, everyone was shitting on it because they were like, oh, it's just a bigger iPhone. But then it revolutionized the market, kind of. Yeah. And I feel like people are a little bit the same with smartwatches. Like, no, it's just an extension to blah, 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 or whatever. But it's really good. I really like it. Mainly because...
We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes.
I'm pretty sure it's going to do well.
I mean, if you don't wear watches already, then I don't really assume that you would use it that much.
I mean, I wouldn't wear a watch normally, but, this is kind of like... It's good. It's kind of like having a personal secretary in a very simple way.
It's like being able to look at your phone without pulling out your pocket.
And it's I know this sounds stupid, but it's really nice. And like, I have a lot of calls and stuff every day that I'm always forgetting about, and it automatically just nudged my arm. Hey, by the way, in 5 minutes you have this,
And
it's
you're
really,
like, oh god dang it, smartwatch! You're so
yeah,
smart.
damn it, smartwatch. Why did I wanted to miss that thing and pretend I didn't. Well, I don't know. I like it for that, so I'm happy with it, and I'm gonna keep using it. And you can remain skeptical all you want, but fuck you. I don't know. That's actually one of my topics. I'm glad we got that and crossing that bitch off.
Yeah, cross it out. Mark it off. Next topic.
Yesterday, I did my first stunt.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I did a real stunt. I had a stunt professional walk me through it. It's for the YouTube Rewind video.
Oh, you're on it this time.
I was on last time too. I was just after the whole thing, kind of like a Easter egg. You didn't watch the whole thing then.
I didn't
You
watch
bitch.
any of it. I watched, like,
You didn't watch
first
it
five.
at all. Okay, you will definitely see me this time. That's all I'm saying. I can't tell you what it is. I can tell you after.
See, I'm going to imagine that there's going to be an explosion in the background. You have to jump off something and land on like a cushy mat.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. I had to land on a cushy mat, and it was cool. It was really cool. I liked it. It was fun.
Good.
And I'm really sore now. I'm such a wimp. It was like the easiest thing ever. Like literally anyone could do it.
It's like, oh, I landed on a pillow. I'm so sore.
I wish I could explain more, but
I know I can tell you want to so bad, but
shut up. Shut your damn mouth.
Hey. Next topic.
No, okay, fine. Sorry. Guess I'll cross it off.
I don't want to listen to you beat around the bush that you can't speak of for another 2 minutes.
Well, fuck you. You know what? Asshole. I'm just kidding.
You mad, bruh?
It was my birthday.
Yeah, it was your birthday.
My family came over.
Yes, I saw there was a video of you and your family.
Did you actually watch it?
Nope.
No. I know you don't watch my videos.
I mean, I see the thumbnails.
I see the thumbnail. That's enough. That was such an awkward thing to film.
Yeah.
I just felt like, okay, my family's here. I should probably just do something. I didn't really want to that much, but I
Right.
just felt like I kind of had to.
Okay.
And the power of editing.
Yeah. Make anything spectacular.
Exactly. I think that the shoot was actually like 20 minutes, but I cut it down to 5, and it became pretty well from that.
Oh wow. How did they like it?
Oh, they loved it. They thought it. I'm lucky to have like good. I feel like if our normal parents would probably just be like, "Well, shut up."
Wait, I didn't watch it. Were you guys speaking English or?
Yeah, English. Yeah,
I wasn't too sure if your parents spoke English or not.
Everyone in Sweden knows English.
Yeah. You're right.
Even my grandparents know how to speak English.
Okay.
So.
Don't you guys learn that in like first year of school?
Yeah, and we don't dub the televisions. That's the main reason, I would say.
I gotcha.
Like going to a dubbed country, and all of a sudden you hear these people talk a different language.
All of a sudden you hear the dubstep.
Good one. It's the dumbest thing ever, in my opinion. Like we have to go. My dad loves cinemas, and we have to go in Italy, even though I don't understand a single word, and it's just like the most annoying thing ever. Watching Scary Movie dubbed, which is like a bad movie in my opinion already.
Yeah.
This is like the most painful experience ever.
Like you have to read it, and you're like,
just sitting there while everyone else is laughing.
That's subbed. Dubbed is when they replace the voices.
Yeah. No, I don't mind reading. I like that actually. I'm so used to it, so I even put them on even if it's English.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I like to know exactly what they're saying.
Yeah, there's sometimes you're like, what did he say?
Yeah, or you're eating and you can't really hear.
Yeah, or they use like a bunch of slang you're not familiar with. You're like, wait.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
So everyone is making fun of me for it. Like when I watch with the British people.
It's like, oh, you got English subs on?
Like, yeah, they're super mean about it. Like not in that way. They're just kind of like, that's so stupid. It's like, okay, sorry.
I mean, I prefer like it's subbed anime more than dubbed.
Yeah.
For sure.
Me too.
Except for a few animes, they're better.
But that's a different approach to it though. But
Yeah.
That just means that you're in hardcore.
I love dead enemies.
Dead enemy.
Dead enemy.
But They also like subtitle like if the thunder strikes down. They subtitle that, which is kind of annoying. And sometimes there's some really funny ones, like someone sighs and they translate it to like breathing really awkwardly or some shit. It's like what?
Hang on a minute. Awkward subtitles.
Yeah. That sometimes they're really weird. So
does it like in like a scary movie that's subbed?
Yeah.
Does it like subtitle all the screams?
Yeah.
Or is it just say screaming?
Screaming in the distance, or like,
so it's not like
no. That'd be awesome. They should do that. No,
that'd be like old school YouTube montages.
That's how we got our idea from. Definitely.
I kind of miss the montages. I'm just too lazy to do them myself now.
Like you're too lazy. Huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's to go back through and find moments is the easy part, but if you adding subtitles to it makes it more funny. Like it's more funny, but that takes a freaking long time.
Yeah,
a long time.
Did you know how I went through and did mine?
How did you? Wait,
no.
Tell me.
I looked up the montage this weekend. You didn't see it? Really?
No, I saw the thumbnail. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but you know I uploaded a montage.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so I asked on my forums for fans to help out to find the moments, because I feel like they have better touch anyway, what they enjoyed, and I want them to enjoy the montage.
Well, we find funny, it may be different for them.
Yeah.
So
that was really useful and saved me a lot of time. And why not use your community? And they, it's not like I'm using my fans. It's more like they're helping me, I would say. And I don't think they
you did that on your forum.
Yeah, it's been really. I've been using my forum for a lot. It's been really great.
I need a forum.
Just make your fans like all your slaves.
Like,
kind of
go to the PewDiePie forum and go to this one and tell me what parts you like. We'll use his.
Marcia has a part of the forums. Maybe you should have one.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Maybe in the future.
Okay, sounds good. Oh shit. Nothing. We can't talk about it.
Okay.
I don't know how to dodge it.
You can't talk about your YouTube video like that. Stop trying. I don't care about how you land on the pillow and you're sore.
Oh, shut up. It wasn't even a pillow, all right? It was a mattress.
A mattress? Ooh.
Yeah. And I actually have some battle wounds from my son.
Okay, he's still going on about it. Jeez.
It looks like a vampire bit my hand, kind of. It's pretty badass, I know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Vampire biting hands. He's like, ooh, PewDiePie, and tried to kiss your hand, and it was like, rah!
Sounds like a really good fan fiction. I like where this is going. I feel like
notes.
That's what I want to do.
Make fan fiction?
That's what I want to do when I'm done with YouTube. Just write awkward fan fictions for other YouTubers. Then that's gonna be my thing.
And then you can read them on your channel.
Yeah, but no one's gonna watch me then. I'll just
true.
be like a sub thing, kind of. That's I don't know. That's my plan or whatever.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
What are you gonna do
after YouTube?
Yeah, like what's your plan?
Probably live on the street out of a box.
You're gonna be one of those, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Begging people for subs and likes.
It's like, please. I've had to go down to the point to where I'm asking for donations. I've reached that point. That's always. I don't know why it's bothering me. Like,
oh God, do you really
ask for donations? No.
Do you have a PayPal?
Yeah, I do. I have one. Like a PayPal?
Are you
a donations page on my PayPal?
Yeah,
I do, but it's on my Twitch. Just because people, they can subscribe to your channel, right? Like they want to support, so they're like, hey, and people ask, like, hey, where's your donations page? And so I put one up. If they don't, if they want to support, they will give $1 the donation. I'm like, cool, and then I'll use that to buy more games and stuff like that to stream with. But
okay, so Twitch, I'm all for. You can put that, but
yeah,
YouTube,
but not YouTube.
No.
Well, it's a mixed thing also with the fan funding thing. That's basically a donations button. So it's kind of like I don't think it's a good idea to ask for donations on YouTube unless you're at the point in your career to where you actually do need them.
Yeah, like you're kind of in between having it as a job and whatnot.
Like you're in a tough patch and it will actually help you out.
I'm gonna sound like an asshole here. So I'm gonna have to be careful.
I'm waiting.
I just feel like when I made the commitment to commit to YouTube as my job, I was at the point where it was growing exponentially in a way that I felt confident enough that, you know, I wouldn't have to rely on some months being bad and some months being good.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like, me too. Whenever I made the transition to working to YouTube,
very
I was
unwise. Sorry, tell me. I didn't hear.
No, I agree with you. Like for me, when I transitioned from working to YouTube, like I was set. Like I wouldn't. I did it. I'll say smart. Like I didn't try to do it prematurely. And we're not trying to pick on smaller channels that are in this situation, but they put themselves in that situation. They can still make videos and work until their channel gets to where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm. And I would say that just out of concern for them. I don't care if they have it as their job or not. Yeah. It's not up to me, but I'm just saying it's not a good idea to kind of go into it too soon and then have to rely on donations. I don't think that should be a thing.
Yeah, it
should kind of have to be like. But I'm sure they don't want it to be that way anyway, and obviously everyone's situation is different, so I wouldn't judge that way. But that's just a bad idea. I would say. So luckily, I feel like I'm fortunate that I didn't have to, at least.
Yeah, definitely. It's just if you're in that situation yourself,
I actually had a PayPal up at one point many years ago. Many years ago. I haven't even been doing it for many years.
Back in my day.
I literally only ever got one donation of like $1, and I was like, well, I just look like a little bitch, and I get $1. I'll go with the other option. It's not worth it.
Like I didn't really even want to add the donations button on my Twitch, but people kept asking about it. Like I don't want to subscribe, but I want to.
If people ask about it,
I want to donate, and so I'm like, okay, well, here you go.
Hey, you want free money? I'm not gonna say no to that.
I mean, it's not like a lot of money comes into it anyway. It's not.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
Almost nothing.
Unless you have like some rich
somebody that's like, here, have
that is just like
some money.
I actually got a lot of weird emails like that. I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna give you this amount of money, buddy. Don't you worry about a thing. You're gonna be my little bitch now. I'm like, it's okay.
Like, stop kissing at me.
It's really weird. Not into it. You like it, don't you?
You like that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm gonna admit something really weird.
Okay.
You ready for this? I used to send private messages to people telling them to subscribe to me.
What? You would go and message people saying, hey, subscribe to me.
Okay, so I'll explain it a little better. So I was at this point where my channel was just not moving anywhere at all. Like I was kind of stuck. And I felt like my videos were the best videos in the world, which they are. Obviously. No. It's just, I felt like a lot of people were responding really well to my videos, and they were like, this is great. You deserve more subs or whatever. And I'm like, why am I not getting more subs then? I only care about subs. Obviously.
Duh.
Look at me now. I'm just kidding. So I used to mail people and be like, I wasn't like, God. I hate self-advertising so much, but if it's more like their inbox, I wouldn't spam someone's personal channel. But I was more like, hey, if you're interested, I think you'd enjoy my videos.
Yeah.
And I would kind of snoop them out too. Like I would go to similar videos that they would comment on.
Oh yeah, you're like that stalker guy.
If they like wrote haha on this video that's kind of similar to mine, I'd be like, hey, I bet you like my videos too.
I'll
I totally forgot
I'll
about all
confess
this.
also. Like, we both started.
Oh, there we go. I'm
So
not
we bo-
alone.
Yeah, everybody has done stuff that
Everyone's been at the bottom.
everyone has done stuff that they complain about to other people now. Like, we complain about the people that have, like, they get to the top comment through ways of having like a sexy picture or something like that. Everyone has done something like that at one point.
Wait, sexy picture, top comment?
Like, okay, that's something I did. Like, I'd set my profile picture to like clickbait, and I would go comment on popular videos, and people would see my comment and go look at my channel. But it was like small enough then.
I remember some people were doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, like my channel was so small then that I could actually see the numbers after I did it. And so I was like, yeah,
you could see the result. You could see.
Yeah. But this is when I had like under 100 subscribers. Like, I was.
This is where one sub was important.
I would like
in a different way. Obviously, I care about how much.
You would see your sub move one time and or go up one, and you'd be like, ooh.
Yeah,
and then it would go down, and you'd be like, oh.
Oh, mine never went down, ever. Don't you dare unsub.
I actually got flagged eventually for doing that, like having a profile picture that was.
You got even flagged?
Yeah, like I got a strike. That's what I got. They actually got onto my channel. Like, they're like, no, don't do this. And I was like, it's not even that bad. Like, it wasn't that bad. It was like
okay.
raw with some boobs in it. You know, it wouldn't show anything, but it was like it was sexual.
I know some of the beauty gurus that are use kind of like a little bit of they use that.
Yeah,
Badonkadonks.
Badonkadonks. And so I did that, and I think like back in when we was doing it, there was box for box. You know, you would like find people that had like 100 subs, and you had like 30.
A Sniper Clan channel boxed me, and I got to 100 subs thanks to that.
Yeah, like you would just like you'd like reach out and like grab onto anything you could get a hold of.
Yeah,
to like
To get
it's
really hard to get off the first. It's so hard.
Yeah, we a lot of even when we started, the way people look at us now with like jealousy and wanting to have their channel as successful as like ours, we had that too. We would look at other channels and be like,
zero subs too as well. Yeah,
we'd be like, I can do it better than this guy. Yeah, I want what this guy has. I want it so bad. And it's not as easy as we thought it would be.
No, definitely not. And I think anyone who's actually tried it knows that as well.
Yeah,
shit, I lost what I was gonna say.
But then there's like the flip side of like, if you guys relate so well, then why don't you help everybody else grow so much?
I help a little bit.
I mean,
I hope to do it with my network.
Yeah. But honestly, I mean, think about that. Think about if let's say you have like a nice job, say you're like a manager of a store, and people are coming in putting applications wanting to get a job. You can't just give it to anybody, you know.
Yeah,
you gotta. There's like a lot of factors into it, and it's impossible for us to spread the word as much as we can. But with gaming being like the big thing on YouTube, I kind of feel like everyone has been kind of helped in some way.
Oh, definitely.
Like with there being so many people that are aware of gaming on YouTube now.
Definitely.
Now you may still be sitting there going, well, I still only have 100 subs and I want to do it. Just keep at it.
We have faith in you. And honestly, I want to plug my network here a little bit.
You haven't made it yet.
It's going to take a long time too, but I'm sure I'm going to do it. And you already know this, but I really want it. I really believe in finding these people who are talented and committed to YouTube and really give them a leverage. So I genuinely want to do that. Like I'm excited for it. So we sounded maybe a little like, oh, we're up here and we don't care, but I know you as well. Probably, you know, we don't take it for granted and that stuff.
Yeah.
That was a great sentence. Also back then, Machinima was like the big thing too, and all the gaming channels that was on Machinima, which were a lot of them were straight up fucking shit.
All right.
And I remember I used to be so jealous at a lot of channels on Machinima because they would get all that exposure.
Right.
And for some reason Machinima had no quality control at all. I swear to God, it seemed like I'm not dissing anyone here. Well, I am probably, but it seemed like they just had a blindfold on and just fucking pointed at someone and be like, that guy will get the post. like some of them were like this 12-year-old just talking about the worst shit ever, and it's just like talking about how he went to preaching school or whatever. It's like, what? Like, I'm just sitting there struggling, and I'm like, what? Son of a bitch.
Another thing I want
kill him.
Another thing, since we're talking about like MCNs and networks,
Yeah.
if you are a struggling channel, like trying to grow,
Don't sign up with a network.
You don't have to have an MCN for it to work. It's not like a magical fix-all. You are not going to get, more than likely, you are not going to get any more exposure than you currently already have. You're just going to give them a percentage of what you make.
I'm just going to say this. Don't sign with a network. Don't sign with a network.
It depends a lot, but...
No.
Okay.
Go ahead, you can tell me. I'm just saying if you're a small channel... Sorry, I interrupted you again. If you're a small channel, what's the benefit of a network?
If you're a small channel,
there's absolutely no benefit at all whatsoever to be part of a network if you're a small channel.
That's true.
There's no benefit except you're giving money away. That's it. And that's how they built. That's how these giants exist, because they're leeching off so many smaller channels that they can actually build an empire around that.
A lot of actually most channels in general don't have like business minds about things like this and don't know enough to really make these decisions that they're making as far as like partnerships and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like, for MCNs, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. It's like, well, come on in, bring it on in, guys. Give me that cut. Yeah, sure, cool things will happen for you in the future.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. But it's also, I don't like, even if it's all about for them to push up the numbers, have as many as possible, show that look, we have 6 billion views in our network, and then they sell it off because that's all that matters. And get that cash. So
just like if back in the day you had to have MCNs because you couldn't monetize your videos unless you could figure out the magic of AdSense, which is almost impossible. And there was a much larger chance that you would get flagged for like copyright strikes back then. So you needed one. But now everything's changed. Like you don't have, like most channels, even with MCNs, aren't even managed. But the whole content ID from YouTube was rolled back, and it's not even an issue anymore. And most people can monetize their videos after they get to like a certain view limit. Just YouTube says, okay, here. You know, you can do it. So like the main 2 reasons to even be in the MCN originally are not issues anymore.
They're not relevant anymore. I like how I say, don't sign up with a network, and
then you're making one.
But I will have good reasons to.
Yeah, there's big dreams. There's big dreams.
There's big dreams going on. I'm excited for it. It'll be fun.
Well, I think that's about it for this.
Nice.
This part of the podcast. We wrapped that up nicely. Yeah. After this little break, we'll come back.
God, now we'll have Martin.
We'll have Martin in the Littlewood.
No, he's great.
His British accent.
I bet he will deny that he's British.
You think he will?
Mm-hmm. All right. We'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Actually, a second.
Hey guys, welcome back to the BroKen Podcast. We're here with our beautiful guest, Martin.
Hello.
In the Littlewood.
Hi.
You made it.
I made it.
Yay.
I'm on TV. There we go.
Yeah.
You should say hi to your mom. Wait, come on.
Hi, Mum.
Yeah.
My mum.
Hi, Mum.
My mum only just about knows how to use Facebook. She's not quite there yet, bless her.
She won't find this SoundCloud or whatever. It will
No. She's a Microsoft Office person. She's not a. She probably still uses Internet Explorer.
Don't worry, I'll make sure she find it.
Internet Explorer, please no. For those of you out there that aren't familiar with Martin, he is one of our fellow YouTubers. Been playing. Are you still,
What a
you still doing a
surprise.
lot of Minecraft these days, or have you?
Yeah, I've started to drip feed it back in. I kind of did a massive blackout at the start of the year just because I kind of got bored of it, honestly. And the only things I seem to enjoy in Minecraft now, I don't really like the vanilla game. I'm just like mini games and stuff. So it's almost
cool.
like, kind of like people like Gmod. They don't really like Gmod itself, but they enjoy murder and Trouble in Terrorist Town and stuff.
Yeah.
It's basically that kind of mentality I have towards it now. But yeah, I do Minecraft, and I've actually become way more of a variety channel, which I've quite enjoyed.
That's good. That's kind of how I thought people enjoyed Minecraft anyway. Like, does anyone play vanilla Minecraft?
You'd be surprised. Yeah, there's quite a few channels that do. I mean, people that play Minecraft on the Xbox, they don't have a choice.
Oh, right.
yeah.
Oh, that's sad. Dirty peasants. What are you doing?
Get on the PC Master Race.
That's it. We're the masters of this world.
I'm just saying, no mods. There's no mods.
It's weird without mods. Even if you don't have to install them, even if they're just like little server-side ones, it's still odd to not have like, double jumps and things like that.
Oh, double jumps. You need you can have that. That's pretty cool. So, like, me and Ken and a couple other people, we try to play Minecraft together on PC. And I think we were all kind of amazed how not much had changed for it.
I think you only
so
know
many
what's
years.
changed. Yeah, I think you only know what's changed if you really know what to do. That's the problem. It doesn't really have any kind of guide, does it? So they could add in 60 potions, but you're not going to know that if you don't even know how to make the little stand, the little brewing stand.
Well, I guess more of my point is that, it's $1 billion deal now that went to Xbox, but it still felt like a very, very, very indie game or whatever. I know it's on PC. Obviously, Xbox probably don't care, but just to get the mods working and just to connect to each other on a server, this was for us. We're on.
Gotta be like a freaking hacker.
It took a lot of time, and we were just amazed how a game that is so broad and so big can still be so hard to connect to each other.
I think the main reason for that is because it's on Java. Java is such an awkward
Java.
language to code for. If they just moved it onto C#, they could just it would just be limitless.
But
it would go crazy.
They have all the money in the world. They should be able to figure out how to do it. In
I think they
my
actually
opinion.
did a thing. Microsoft released a statement the other day saying that they're not going to try and make a Minecraft 2.0. There were rumors that they were going to do a C# one, so maybe it'll happen.
Man. I mean, on our level of computer skill, it's like, how do I find my app data and roaming file? This is, I don't understand. This is witchcraft.
That took us a lot. And we were 6 people, and we were all trying hard out to do it.
And it's not even you don't use PCs very often. You're on them daily.
Yeah, exactly. This is our job, to connect it to each other in games, kind of. And we just couldn't. It took us the longest time, and no one wanted to do it. Maybe we're just stupid. That's probably it. But I was just really not. Really?
Even though he's not worked on it for 2 years. That's why he sold up, because he was getting these emails I hate you so much for adding in carrots.
Yeah.
And he's I literally haven't touched the keyboard in 6 months. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he got the flame for this as well. So he's the hero that Gotham or Minecraft deserves, or whatever.
He does. Not the one it needs, though.
The hero that Gothenburg deserves? Is he from Gothenburg? I don't know.
Gothenburg. I like that's a nice alternative.
Yeah, that's the...
It's copyright free.
From there, actually, but no. That would have been badass. That would have worked.
Yeah. That'd been
I'm from Gothenburg.
meme.
I'm the hero that YouTube deserves.
Deserves? Do we deserve you?
I don't know.
I feel like we put up
I
with you.
tried.
I'm kidding.
What?
I'm sorry.
How dare you come onto my podcast?
Oh, your podcast. Your name's not even in the title.
I want to do that.
Me?
I want to do that Kermit the Frog thing. Where he just holds the tea up. He's like, "This is none of my business."
Anyway,
well,
Martin, you're our guest. We should probably get onto you a little bit.
Okay.
Well, other than like you said, you started to become more of a variety channel now. What games have you been trying out lately? What have you been enjoying?
I've been playing Sunset Overdrive mostly the past week or so.
Oh, that looks good.
It's really, really fun, actually. I really enjoying it, because I've played through games like Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future in the past.
I love that game.
I really like the kind of colourful games. I play a lot of Zelda games and stuff like that. And yeah, Sunset is so good. The one thing I found that's a problem though is for a commentator, it's a tough one to do because you have long cutscenes. That's fine. You don't talk much during those. But then even when you're actually out performing the tasks and the missions,
it's a lot of filling the gaps.
Yeah, there's a lot of like either your main character is throwing out, the pretty decent puns and some good jokes. But it kind of interrupts what you're saying, and then if he's not saying something, then somebody back at the base is like, "Hey, how are you getting on with collecting those fan propellers?"
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh god.
Second Son is a little bit like that.
Sort of like maybe the game Bastion, where like the dude's he's pretty much commentating it for you.
It's close, yeah. It's like, kid probably thought he should go around the corner. It's like, yeah, there's only one corner.
The radio. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
it also has some licensed music in it, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've not been hit for anything. I'm a managed channel though, so I probably wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
I
was reading the.
Well, I didn't know we were talking to someone with a managed channel. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. I'm the smallest channel here.
No, I'm managed too.
Are you managed, Ken?
Isn't.
You must be.
Can we talk about that?
I don't know. I think that's fine, isn't
I
it?
don't see why not.
I think as long as we don't tell people like our rates and things like that, we're okay.
Our what?
Like rates,
Money talk,
money business.
What's
Did
a
I
rate?
how much you get paid?
Yeah. CPMs.
I was like, you guys have
CPMs.
rates? Okay, no,
I get paid per the hour. That's it.
Oh man.
Wait, what? No, that was a joke. Okay, that took me a while.
And I was reading the reviews on Sunset Overdrive. Like a lot of people seem to really like it, and I was considering playing it myself, but I wasn't too sure since it looked like a sandbox open world kind of game.
Yeah.
Those usually require a lot of editing, like to skip through parts we were just running.
All the crap.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I mean, I've watched some of Felix's Infamous stuff, and it's not quite as open world as that. It's a lot smaller than you think. Like I got from one side to the other within about 4 or 5 minutes. But there's always stuff to do on the way, and they have things you can collect in the world, and they have like random challenges spotted around as well. So like some challenges are kill X number of mobs. One is like do this trick through these hoops. So you actually have to like jump through holes, but if you do it as one long combo, then you get like a gold medal and stuff. So there's little pieces you can do here and there. If you do focus just on the story, you will have a little traveling, but I think the idea is you just sort of like taper off and do little bits and bobs.
Yeah,
it's cool though. I've really liked it. It's really colourful and bright. That's the one thing I've seen people complain about.
They have
I
those
made
cute
the ugliest
plants or
character
whatever.
possible. Yeah. But no, yeah, I've really enjoyed the game. I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely one of my favourites of the year, I think.
Oh, well,
have you gotten to the point where you're doing one-shot indie games that are terrible?
God!
I did some a little while back. I watch it. To be honest, I watch most of yours, like the no scoping and stuff like that. I tend to watch yours, and I think, well, Ken's already done it, so I can't really do it now.
I still not talking about you, Felix.
Wow.
You assumed.
Wow! I did
Shots
quick
fired.
scope way before you, Ken.
That's becoming overrated as
Right.
well, isn't it? The term "shots fired."
Shots
People
fired.
are-
Well, see, I actually have like there's a method to my madness of these games. I'm waiting until people forget that everyone else already played it.
Nice.
I do that shit too, yeah.
And then I go back and do it myself.
And then
That
you can kind of
works.
live off the people who already know it. So we're like, I know that. I'll click on that.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah,
a song on the radio, isn't it? Like when a song's popular on the radio, like people love it for the first 2 weeks, then it finally
they'll hate
sells
it.
and it's in the charts, then they'll really hate it. And it's like, oh, every time I get in the car, this song is on. And then like 5 months later, you hear the song again and you're like, oh my God, I love it.
I love it.
I love that song.
A good example of
Exactly.
that is CeeLo Green, Forget You. That came on the other day and I was like, oh, this is my jam.
Wait, which song is that? You need to sing it because I don't know it.
It's like, I'm sorry, I can't afford a Ferrari, but that don't mean I can't get you there. That one.
Beautiful.
Soul music.
So, Martin,
Thank you.
while we've been talking, I've been looking at you at this picture that says Martin_child.jpg.
Okay.
And it's
Can you
very
link
nice,
it in Skype? I want to see this.
yeah, you have a very nice
Is this
sweater
me as a
around your
kid?
shoulder. Yes.
Have a look.
And I drew it while we were talking, so I'm going to show it for people
This picture makes me look like an alien, doesn't it? I've noticed this. I look so odd. My head is not even that shape. It's weird. So that's actually from a picture back in the day when I was in
You
town.
weren't making YouTube videos then?
No, I wasn't. No, this was just before it actually. So I used to do parkour when I was a kid.
Wait, what?
And
What? Really?
This is a picture of me from one of our parkour sessions.
That's your face when you land a sweet ass parkour. You're just like,
Wait, were you the kind of parkour guy that just goes and like kind of jumps over stuff? Or were you like the flippy doing cool stuff?
I could do a few.
Kid?
I could do a few flips. Yeah, I could do flips here and there. Yeah, I wasn't too bad. I was very like average. I was never going to break into like the pro scene where you're like doing it for adverts and stuff. A lot of the guys I used to run around with though, they're actually now like one of them was in the Bond films and stuff like that. It's crazy.
oh.
like stunt doubles kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I've actually
So-
met the guy that's in at the start of one of the James Bond films, like the act for like this whole parkour sequence. And he's one of the guys that made it. It's called Sebastian Foucon. Cool name.
That's
Sebastian.
a name.
Sebastian Foucon.
That is cool. So, how did you go from parkour to YouTuber? How does that work?
Yeah.
So I did parkour whilst I was still in like high school.
Sorry if I'm interrupting. You look very young on this picture.
Yeah,
I was like, how long ago was that?
Yeah.
I was like 15 there. So this was like end of high school me.
Okay.
So yeah, that was me in high school. So I did it until about then, and then when I finished high school, obviously all our friends went to different places, like that always happens. So after that, I was doing my college course, and in the evenings I was pretty bored, so I started doing online radio presenting. I don't remember how I got into that. And then for like a couple of years through college, I did online radio, and then I went to university or college, as Americans call it, and they actually have like college radio stations, and they actually go out across campus and stuff and online as well. And I started doing that, and I did pretty well out of it. Like we have like a national association in the UK where like all the stations like compete for awards every year. So like, best presenter, best radio jingles, best news piece, all this kind of stuff. And I won a couple of awards here and there. And then eventually I started the YouTube thing, and I already had kind of like the presentation skills from doing radio to do YouTube, and I think that's how I got along better than most people who started out, because I'd already kind of overcome that confidence barrier and learning
that
to fill
awkwardness
time
in the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I was still pretty awkward.
Yeah. Well, everyone is when they start. That whole thing, like getting over that you're talking by yourself in a room to a microphone is.
Yeah, it's like before you start, you're like watching someone else do it, and you're like, yeah, this will be awesome. I could do this. I could do a great job. And then you sit down and do it, and you're like,
that's it. Yeah, and suddenly you lock up.
how do I be funny?
I still haven't answered that question. I still have no idea how to be funny.
I just scream and everyone laughs.
Honestly, like, I mean, somebody said this the other day, like, they were basically saying that I'm not funny, I'm just nice, and that's why they like to watch me. And I guess that makes sense. I'm just a nice guy. Like, they can put me on and they know they're going to have, like, a pleasant watching experience. They're not going to die of laughter or they're not going to get scared.
I think you're funny and nice, I would say.
Ah,
You're British nice, too. You're very British.
I don't think I'm quite as British as other people, though. Like, I hate tea. I know it's blasphemous.
Oh, okay. So
Anarchy in the UK.
Wait, are you sure you want to say that?
BBC
What will your
News
mom think
gone.
when she listens to this?
She'd be very upset.
I wanted to ask you that: do you ever feel that urge coming home from work? You have an office. Do you ever feel that urge to kind of like slide on the walls, do a little backflip while you're walking home?
I do sometimes.
Get back to those parkour roots.
I think, yeah, I miss doing it because I don't really do anything physical nowadays. Like, I don't run, I don't go to the gym or anything, but I just miss
the
it.
YouTube club.
Exactly, yeah, the YouTube club, yeah. We don't see sunlight, we just get monitor tans instead. I've got a pretty good monitor tan going on right now. Got a bit of red in the cheeks, but I'm mostly white. It means I don't have to worry about Halloween costumes.
Your scalp gets like dry and your eyes get all puffy.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised I don't need glasses already. Like, I've spent so much of the last like 7 years just staring at monitors. I don't know how I haven't gone blind yet.
I'm also looking at another picture of you here where I kind of have to ask you about. It's you, and I think we talked about. We had.
Oh, you're not going to talk about the. No, I was going to talk about this. Sorry. Go
okay.
Well, you have a chicken in your hand.
Oh,
it looks like a chicken. It could be some dead baby parts as well.
No, it's a normal off the shelf chicken.
And you are slapping Sam in the face with it.
Yeah.
So walk me through this process. Tell me, how did it feel?
You know what? I I almost didn't want to do it. Like, if you see the video, if you ever go and watch it, basically me and Sam played a game of mini golf because he's always saying how great he is at games and sports and like, oh, my brother's a professional footballer and
I was a professional video game player.
exactly. Yeah. I used to play Smash professionally and get paid. That's my impression of Sam, apparently.
Yeah, that's all he talked about when we had it on. It was exhausting.
Oh god!
It's like, can we talk about that again, please? And I'm like, no, I'm just kidding.
But no, yeah. So we played mini golf against each other, and the forfeit was the other one would get slapped with a chicken. And yeah, it was a weird. My brain went to many places because actually stuffing your hand in a chicken is a bit
disgusting.
uncomfortable to begin with.
I wouldn't want to do that. No.
It's gross. It's slimy. It's like defrosting on my hand.
Oh god.
There's not as much space in there as you'd think either. Like, you remember that scene from Scary Movie where the guy's really going for it? It's like, oh, the little giblets.
Face the chicken. You're my strong hand.
It was basically like that, and I was just like,
what about the Campylobacter or whatever?
The what?
I don't know how to pronounce it, but the chickens have those bacteria.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I did wash my hands afterwards, like before I ate anything else.
You slap him in the face. Doesn't that kind of like...
You trying to give him like E. coli?
I thought you might say Ebola, and I was like, oh, don't start this one as well. Oh, God. No.
Taylor Swift has broken up with more guys than Americans have died from E. coli.
Wait, are we talking about Ebola here?
I don't know. It's gone off in different directions.
We are. Anyway.
But no, yeah, so then like when it came to actually slapping him, it hadn't defrosted as much as I thought it would. So when it actually connected with his cheek, I'm pretty sure I chipped something. Like I honestly thought I'd hurt him because he went straight to the floor as well.
Oh, he was overselling it. He's a big boy.
Yeah,
take it.
He's okay. If he really wanted to, he could have beaten me up afterwards.
If you really wanted to.
Yeah.
So there's some quotes here as well. I'm looking at your wiki, and I'm kind of curious about it.
Is this on a Yog wiki or?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say I used to have a Wikipedia page, and they told me I wasn't good enough, and they deleted it.
Aww, yeah. You're not famous enough.
Did you write it yourself?
No, somebody else wrote it, and it was incredibly detailed. I was kind of scared.
That's kind of a shame how they delete it though. If someone put in like a lot of effort to it.
Yeah.
Bastardo. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, that's that's actually a quote from Toby. Toby says bastardo. When he gets angry about stuff. He's not even like Italian or anything like that. He just likes to say it. It's kind of racist.
Is it racist?
Is it racist? I'm not sure.
You're having a giraffe.
Yeah, that's what I like to say. That's basically me when I'm so gobsmacked that I can't say you're having a laugh or I don't believe it. It just comes out. I don't know why. I think it classes as Cockney slang, but I'm not sure. But it comes out.
What does gobslapped mean?
Gobslapped. It's just like astounded almost.
Oh, yeah, I want to know that too.
So gobslapped is like, it's like someone slapped you in the face and like your jaw is just left hanging. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it means.
It says that Toby is also your partner on this page. I don't know what that implies.
Talking about So Totally Toby also.
Yeah.
Other Toby.
Toby Cottrell.
Toby Cottrell.
Sorry.
No, yeah.
Sorry, Toby.
He's basically been my right-hand man ever since I started YouTube. I think a lot of people have like those one or two people that they collaborate with like pretty much daily.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When they start.
I've never heard that before in my life.
You know what I'm talking about. But Toby's been around for years. He made some of my first videos with me, and still like even today, me and him film together. We've got our Advent Christmas series that we've got like we've done the last 2 years, and again, he's always been an integral piece of that. He's one of those people that I can always just depend on. I know they're not going to lie to me.
Such a rough world out there in the YouTube.
It
You need someone to rely on. I know that sounds stupid, but it's actually kind of true. Like
it is, because you never know if somebody is talking to you and they're there just for the views, and then when someone bigger comes along, they're going to jump ship. Toby's
that's pretty normal.
Yeah. Well, that's almost why I prefer to film with people who have a smaller sub count, because I feel
I feel the same way.
One, I'm helping them out. Everybody has a smaller sub count than you.
I didn't really think that through, but I wasn't.
Your heart's in the right place.
I was,
but also as well, like some people that are small. Like I've got a friend called Elliot, Mega G Wolf, and I think he's brilliant. And he does Let's Play videos, and then he also does shows, kind of like JonTron show type videos. Cool. And both of them are really good, like great production value. And I'm just like pushing him, like in my audience's face. I don't know if they like him or not, but I'm doing it anyway. Because I just think he deserves it. I think he really, really has a knack for this.
That's good that you have that urge to kind of help others.
Yeah, I'm in a comfortable position, and even if I have to sacrifice, like 10% of my audience so somebody else can do it full time, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, we talked about this before, but it's always been kind of rough on YouTube to get started, even though you might make great videos that might not matter because you need that sort of leverage to begin with. Kind of, it's not 100% necessary, but somehow you kind of need something to get started.
Especially nowadays.
It just gets worse and worse, pretty much. Yeah, definitely.
Somebody asked. I don't know if you guys know Fresned. He's one of like the oldest people on YouTube like ever. Like he's like a granddaddy of YouTube. But the other day, somebody asked him advice on how to get big on YouTube. And like I always say, if you're asking that question, then you're in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, you're already on the wrong track.
Yeah, but he basically said, if you want to be big on YouTube, go back 7 years and make a channel then. And it's just like, I was like, that is so true.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tough one.
Or like how Minx says it, she says just play with bigger YouTubers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's also another thing. But then again, that's where we all get a little bit kind of like worried and... we don't know people's agendas.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, especially someone just starting out. It's not even so much of like, oh, I don't want to play with you because I don't get any gain from playing with a channel that just started.
Yeah.
It's more of, are you going to continue making content after we play? And you like, it doesn't transfer as well as you think it will.
No.
And then they'll be like, get discouraged and quit. And you're like, well, that was a waste.
I think like the way
I know that you need to be committed.
I kind of approach it. I see if somebody's established, and then. To me, it doesn't even matter about the view count. Like, I watch their content and, like, I see if their production values are high enough and stuff like that. Because some people go, oh, you won't play with anybody unless they've got 20k or more subs. And it's like, well, no, you tend to find people with 10k subs who they have awful microphone quality and they're not quite there yet with, like, the rapport and, like, with filling the gaps and stuff. So it just makes it harder on you to create content with that person because you feel like you're doing more of the work. And that's the honest truth about it. It's not a view count thing at all. It's just, are they of a certain level that you think is going to suit your audience, I guess.
That's also sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, on that same subject, even with like my personal friends that like see what I'm doing, they're like, oh man, that looks like something I want to do. And they want to get into it, but they see like where I am now and not the process it took to get here.
Yeah.
And so they try it out and have all these big hopes. And of course, I want to help them out, but then like the same thing I just said earlier. It doesn't work out.
Some people just bail after like 2 months. If they don't like get 10,000 subs in 2 months, they're like, I'm out. Peace. Yeah. So I'm gone.
I guess it's so easy to look at us and be like, well, that's easy.
Well, we're like we're an end product of the whole process. It's taken how many years?
Yeah, I mean, I'm nearing 4 now. But I did YouTube for like 2 years before that, just doing like vlogging bits and pieces. Yeah, so I mean, I've been like grinding for a hell of a long time.
I like you use that word, grinding. I also point out that I guess it's not a secret that I want to create a network, and I want it to also be. Sorry. I want to be helping the channels to kind of grow and give them that leverage as part of it as well, because it's fun to do that and it's a cool thing. But anyway, it's time for our first game of the evening. Yay! So usually I looked up your wiki, but I also look up the Urban Dictionary because they're kind of assholes there.
Yeah. This is going to be fun.
But you don't have one, which is, don't worry, that's even better.
Okay. I don't have one either, but you will have one soon.
Okay. You will have one very soon. Because we're going to write one for you.
I feel like I've looked myself up on there before, and I was on there.
Well, I write InTheLittleWood, and I can't find it, so.
What about like Yogscast Martin? Does that come up?
Well, can you maybe help me?
No, there's nothing.
I don't. So whatever. Don't try to get away from this. So we're gonna do like one word each, kind of describe you. We're gonna collaborate to kind of write your bio.
Okay, cool.
And you're just gonna say one word of the sentence.
And then we're gonna tell everyone on the podcast to vote it up, so we'll stay there forever. You're welcome. Okay.
Okay, cool. Good.
So I can go first, then Ken, and then you. How about that? No, wait. It's probably better me, Martin, then Ken.
Okay.
Okay. I guess in the little wood is one word.
Yeah.
I'll type as we go. In the little wood
is
a
big.
A big or pink?
A big.
What'd you say?
Big.
Big. B-I-G.
Yeah.
Okay.
Advocate.
Okay, well, I guess I got a of.
Justice.
And
Love.
And love. Wow.
That's
This
nice.
is the best bio ever so far.
I know.
Starting off.
He.
It's gonna change soon.
He.
Oh, also.
How should we take this? Supports.
Oh.
A lot of. No, many.
Many.
Dodging it.
You're dodging it so hard.
Many lobster.
Many lobster. You mean
Many
lobsters? Or?
No,
Okay,
many lobster.
Sorry.
The grammar's okay. It's okay.
Many lobster. That.
Oh.
Are
Requesting.
What's consultation.
consultation?
That's basically like if you go to a doctor and you like ask for bits. It's consultation.
That's good that you support those lobsters.
Yeah.
Well, wait. They need what are they needing consultation about?
Oh yeah. So if you Felix, if you go for like regarding or something.
Okay, I'll do regard. There you go. Regarding.
Okay. Rashes.
Located.
On.
There.
Nether regions.
That's 2 words. Junk.
Is it?
Junk. That'll work.
Well, just say
On
nether.
their junk.
On their junk.
Lobster junk.
On their privates.
Okay, let's finish another sentence and that'll be it. Sometimes.
He.
Enjoys.
Long
walks on the beach.
YouTube's.
Yeah.
Sometimes he enjoys YouTube's Stranger.
Stranger what?
Really, Ken?
Help me out.
How
help
are
me
you
out.
doing in the creative classes?
I mean, a couple of trail thoughts I went on were like Stranger Corners, or
Corners?
Stranger Videos, or Stranger.
Stranger
something.
Danger.
Stranger Danger.
Okay.
I
I'll
enjoyed
read it out for
Stranger
you.
Danger.
Well, I was like, since that was the last sentence, I was like, this would need more explaining, so I don't know how to wrap it up.
InTheLittleWood is a big advocate of justice and love.
Ah.
He also supports many lobsters that are requesting consultation regarding rashes located on their junk.
Yes.
That's very accurate. Sometimes he
Yeah.
enjoys YouTube's Stranger Danger. That's my favorite. All right, submitted.
Good. There we go.
Stranger Danger.
Submitted.
Make sure you
Feel
upvote
free-
it.
Make sure you upload it. I'll link it in this video, and yeah, that'll be good. You're welcome, Martin.
Thank you.
Now in the Urban Dictionary.
That's it.
You are
now
now
we've-
forever a
One day
lobster
I'll let you write my
consultation.
Wikipedia page when they let me have one.
One day someone's gonna call you and be like, "All right, so I'm looking for some consultation, and I'm a lobster."
My
and-
lobster has a rash on his junk.
I guarantee if you type in a week's time lobster consultations, I will be the top result.
This is
I'm gonna
your
get calls.
face
I'm
on the
gonna get
image
calls from
search as well.
aquariums and all sorts of places.
He is a professional in the field of lobster junk talk.
Oh my god.
That's totally what's gonna happen.
I can't wait for your first published piece about lobster junk.
Yeah.
And then the comment section is going to tell you
That will
how
sell. People will
terrible
buy
you
that
are.
book. I would buy that book.
I studied at university specifically for this. My course
While
cost
doing
60.
parkour.
Yeah, whilst doing parkour. Yeah. That's
What did
me
you
trying
study
to.
on university, by the way?
So I kind of just did like super general media. Like I didn't want to go into like broadcast media or specifically go into websites or game making or anything. I just did a course that like had one project on each kind of thing. So like we had one project making a game, one project making a website, one project presenting a radio show. So it was kind of cool because it sort of let me like feel around and get different skills and work out which ones I really sort of like clung onto.
Okay.
And obviously that now means nowadays I'm able to make my own thumbnails as well as film and edit and record and all these other things.
It's funny how making thumbnails is like a quality for YouTube.
It is. It really is.
It is. Yeah.
It's almost more important than the actual video.
It is, because that's the thing. And like, some people get like awful views on a video and they think, God, I was really proud of that, and like nobody likes it. And it's like, no, it having low views just means nobody clicked through to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's this game I've been playing called Harvester, and it is honestly like the greatest game I've ever played in my whole life.
Okay.
Really?
But not that many people are watching it, but I don't care. It's like
sometimes
it's so amazing.
Those, yeah.
It's always the ones that you're really proud of too. Like you expect to do well that don't.
Yeah.
And then like you play some random junk and it blows up.
And
like,
it's so heartbreaking sometimes when you realize, oh man, I want to play this game forever. This is amazing for YouTube. And
I was like that with
and
Final Fantasy X. Like that had a HD remake, and I was like, you know what? I get it's a remake, but I think a lot of my audience, because my audience I think are typically younger, so I don't think they've ever actually like enjoyed a Final Fantasy game or seen at least number 10.
They don't have the same nostalgia feel.
Yeah, so I thought it would be new to them. So I was like, oh, this would be amazing, and it just tanked, absolutely tanked.
Oh,
Fantasy X back in the day when I played that the first time. At the end, I got a little teary-eyed.
Really? I'm so close to finishing it. I've never finished it.
Oh, you haven't ever? Okay.
I've got it on my PlayStation Vita at the minute. I'm so close to the end now. I'm really excited.
It depends on how attached you are, but you may be like, "What? What's the kid talking about?" But at the time, I was like, "Sad."
I think I know what happens at the end, but I'm preparing myself in case I'm correct.
Don't prepare
spoilers.
yourself. It has to hit you.
It does. It does.
Anyway, we were talking about Anki before we started shooting. How come you weren't part of that?
So that was because basically like they dropped it on us pretty quickly, and then I was kind of like and ahhing about it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to it because I'd just been to PAX and I'd just been so that was in Seattle. I'd just been to New York as well. And I think they wanted me to go to Eurogamer at the end of September. So in a 4-week period, I went on like 3 different trips, which were all relatively long like journeys. So I was just absolutely exhausted. So I was already kind of on the no side. And then my girlfriend went into hospital and she was in there for like 2-3 weeks. So I was like, yeah, I can't really go anywhere.
Is she feeling better now?
She's doing okay. Yeah, they've still not worked out what's up with her, but she's had a nightmare in there though. It's literally been the worst hospital experience I've ever like heard anybody have. And she's documented the whole thing as well. And when you read through it, you think you're just reading like this, like 50 worst stories, but it's all happened to one person.
Is it the staff or is it the?
It's everything. So like they've gone like their diagnosis is okay. She's had 3 of them in the time she's been in there. One of them was we just simply don't know what it is. Another one was you're constipated, and then another one was you have a cluster of cysts on your ovaries which might affect your ability to have children. It's like how do you get from not being able to poop to not being able to have children?
That's like, that sounds like our dog kind of. I know I'm. Maybe a bad explanation, but literally she has a lot of problem, our dog, and we go to the vet a lot, and they always give a different explanation for it, and it's really frustrating.
Yeah, she was in there for I think 6-7 days, and she was on 3 different wards and saw 4 different teams. Like that's how much they were just like they were playing like pass the parcel, but with a human being. It was really crazy.
So how do you tackle, obviously supporting her on the hospital and then doing your job and all that stuff? That's gotta be pretty rough, and all these trips and...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have a home set up now. So I kind of knew when she got diagnosed earlier this year with chronic fatigue and stuff like that. And basically she had to stop working because she was working from home anyway, but even that was too exhausting for her. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get a home set up. I'm basically going to have my computer be, really good. I'll have like 3 monitors, like a nice studio mic like this one. And, I just decided that I was going to have the same capabilities at home or at the office. So, if I did have to sort of wait on a hand and foot or go on trips and stuff, that I was able to do that. And I was able to work from home for a little stints. As for like trips away, I just don't take them on as often now. Just because I can't really spend too much time away because she can just change day to day like that. Yeah, and suddenly she'll have to go in. So I don't like going away for any more than like 3 or 4 days at a maximum.
I don't like to do that anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get homesick pretty quick. But no, yeah. So I've just sort of like slowed it down.
How did you guys meet?
We met
What's her
from
name
YouTube
again?
actually. Kai, yeah.
Sorry.
Kaeyyi.
It's a YouTube love.
It was, yeah, or kind of. Like, so basically, it was really weird. She's been a friend. We had a mutual friend who introduced us, and she'd seen me on the Polaris podcast like 2 months before that. So she saw me on the podcast, was like, oh, he's kind of cute, looked me up and started following me on Twitter and stuff. And then I went to Minecon, the Minecraft convention, and I played a game of pool against Toby and we filmed it. And at one point in the video, I wink at the camera, like just as a joke.
Yeah.
And when I got back from the trip and that video went out, she tweeted out and says, oh, everybody knows that wink is for me, right? And suddenly I see this cute girl on my timeline and I'm like, hey,
and you're like,
she thinks,
hey,
I'm like, hey girl. So I followed her back, and we didn't really speak much. We just followed her and did a tweet back and forth. And then it turns out that the person that was stood right next to me in that video, where I did the wink, he's actually been in her guild for like a year. So one evening those two were talking like about me or something, and then they tweeted out and said, oh, we're just talking about like how funny Martin is or something. And I was like, hey, I want to be in that call. I thought that was like my way to get myself introduced. And we spoke in that call through that mutual friend, and we spoke every day since.
Very smooth.
Yeah, we met each other, I think it was a month after. So I met her at the end of November, and then we met at the start of January. And I think within that time, we spoke for like 100 hours on Skype.
oh, damn.
Which is a lot of time. Like, I think internet relationships develop so much quicker because...
That's like more time than I spend in Dark Souls. Jesus.
I like that's your comparison, your gauge.
And that's a long time.
That's it. Most people would compare an MMO, but yours is a single player. But no, yeah, so we sort of met through YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I don't even want to know. I think I had an account on WoW that had like 300 days on it.
Oh, wow.
I shared it, though.
Wow.
We were like 2 people.
Are you guys playing Draenor when it comes out? Or?
I am. Like, I've gotten hooked back on the loot crack.
Oh, no.
Gotta have it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've been that road and I'm never gonna walk it again.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, I'm never gonna play this game again. But now, like, all my friends are playing it, and I'm like,
my friends are into it as well now too.
Okay, I'll play it.
Yeah. See, I've been playing WildStar for the last like 2 or 3 months.
yeah.
So basically, since it came out, that was a great MMO, and it looks like it's just about to die within like 3 months of launch. It's really depressing.
They all die.
They do.
They all crash and burn. Well, I feel like it was easier for MMOs to kind of thrive a couple years ago because it wasn't the same outlet of games as it is now. Am I wrong when I say that?
I think, well, the best way that I've heard it described is that it took World of Warcraft like 4 years to get to the state that most games come out new nowadays. So people expect like current WoW from a game that's just releasing, but really...
Yeah, people have different expectations, you're right. Yeah, WoW wasn't all that elaborate.
Apparently, like the first 2 or 3 years of WoW were awful, like they were really bad.
No, those
like
were
as soon
the
as
best days. What are you talking about?
No, apparently when the first expansion dropped, those were like the golden days. When that portal opened, everything just went nuts. Before Crusade.
The only thing I really miss is arenas, but I also remember how much I just hated my friends from playing it as well. So
that love-hate.
That love-hate. Exactly.
Because you always want to blame other people in WoW.
Oh yeah, it's never your own fault. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're a little low on. No, actually, we can go on for a little while. There's another game I want to do before we finish up.
Okay.
So I googled your name, and all I get is pictures of me. What's up with that?
I saw there's like a few pictures of you. Yeah,
you Google my name and you get you.
Yeah.
What do you type in? Do you just type in InTheLittleWood?
If I type in InTheLittleWood wiki, I get a lot of pictures of me.
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe it's because I just Google myself all the time, and it's like, hey,
see on my end, I see none. I see one picture of you, and you're lingering over me holding the knife, which is great.
Wait, I do that?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Really?
Have a look at this picture. It's just you staring into the camera with a knife above it. It's pretty terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, I don't see you all on mine. So I think you do Google yourself quite a bit.
That Hitler stash though.
Oh, I've got one of our Draw My Thing video as well.
Oh yeah, we did that. Yeah.
That was that was with Max, wasn't it? That was at least a year ago, year and a half.
Oh, yeah, probably more than a year.
That was a long time ago.
Time goes so fast.
I think that was one of the first things I filmed with you guys.
I missed that website. They crashed and burned.
Aww.
Oh, what? The Draw My
don't
Thing
exist
website?
anymore. Yeah, they don't exist anymore.
Oh.
That was like our go-to.
Yeah.
We're like, well, let's play this game. It doesn't work. Okay, let's go play Draw My Thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's nice to have those things to fall back on.
Yeah, the Plan C or Plan D or whatever.
Yeah, basically. Plan F.
that Plan F is Plan
No
Fuck!
one would-
Nothing works!
No one would ever touch that game otherwise.
Oh, I wanted to ask. This is always kind of like an avoided point whenever like we talk about how we started
Avoided
out and
point?
going to university or college. Did you actually finish, or did YouTube take off?
No, I did. I finished, yeah.
Did you finish? Okay.
So kind of the way it worked for me was, what was it? So I went to uni. I was doing YouTube kind of on the side, and then after I graduated, about 5-6 months later, I found I was in a position where I was doing YouTube full time. I was doing a radio show in the evenings 4 nights a week, which is pretty much a full-time job anyway. And I was also working a retail job at the weekends. And I found I was just absolutely exhausted all the time. And for whatever reason, I hadn't dropped the other two to do just YouTube, even though I was making like more than those two combined and times it by like 2. But eventually I went to a convention, and the guys here at Yogscast were like, hey, we've got this spare room at the end of the hall. It's yours if you want it. And I was just kind of like, I think about it. Like I was a bit unsure about it. And I went back to Nottingham, which is where I'm originally from. And literally, I kid you not, 2 days later, the radio station had to drop me because of monetary cuts. And I was like, well, I guess that's my decision made for me. And then I just literally packed up, and that's where I went properly full time with it. But no, yeah, I kept it going whilst I was in uni, and then about 6 months after is when I took the plunge. And looking back at it, though, I don't know if I would drop my course in order to do YouTube. I think I was always so precautious about things like that I don't think I'd have the balls to do it.
Yeah. Better decision maker than I am.
Same me. I was just like, I hate this. I don't care. I just want to get out of it.
Oh, that was just nothing that university offered to me that I wanted to do. Like nothing.
No.
I was just taking courses just because I was expected of it.
I think the main reason I stuck it out is because I was still doing student radio, and that was like my big thing at the time. I was like really spending hours upon hours on it.
Okay, so we're short on time. We're gonna do a game, verbal tennis. Have you guys ever done that?
No, I haven't.
Verbal tennis.
It's basically, wait, okay, I might have to cut here because I have to read through the rules a little bit. So it's basically a game in which each player must respond with a question.
Right.
You can't repeat. And rhetoric questions are not rhetoric questions are not allowed.
You might have to demonstrate for me first, and then I'll get it.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way for the 3 of us to be part of it, because otherwise we might have to do 2.
Yeah, you guys go ahead.
Okay,
for example, it's going to become like a circle eventually.
Yeah. So it's kind of like this: where did you get that shirt? And then you can answer, why do you like it? And then I'd be like,
okay.
How could I not? And what do you think of the color? And
okay, I get it. That's cool. I like that.
So we can do both play off against you, Martin, and then we'll see who wins.
Okay, that works.
It's us 2 versus Martin. Is that fair?
It's a bit unfair, yeah.
Well, you're the guest, so
I'll keep score.
Okay, so
No, you guys go. You guys do it. Now I'll pitch in if someone needs help.
Okay, well, you need to help me. Okay, all right, let's do this. Martin, how did you start YouTube?
I'm really bad at this.
Didn't we talk about this earlier?
There we go. Didn't we talk about this earlier?
Come on, it's supposed to be snappy and fast. That's the point.
Sorry. I was rubbish. Okay,
another
hit
question.
Me again. Start again, yeah.
Why does your kid Martin look like a little turd?
I don't know. Do you have an answer for that?
Maybe, but I think you should ask yourself why you look that way.
Is that a statement or a question?
I don't know.
I think it's lost.
Keep going.
Well, I didn't hear what you said. I've laughed too much.
Is that a question?
I don't know. What is a question?
I ask myself that every day. Do you like
that statement?
That's got to be a point
so
to me
bad.
now. That's a
so
point.
Bad.
This game's
Let's
really
do one
tough.
More. Let's do one more. You start off to me, Martin.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Hey, Pewds, haven't you got 2 dogs?
Why are you a dog hater?
Well, I don't really hate dogs. What do you think about cats?
You don't like cats, do you?
I do, but what do you think about spotty ones?
Wait, I think we're going to 2. Are we?
I'm not sure.
Doing 2 sentences? It's just 1 sentence. Like,
oh, is it?
Stop making statements at the beginning.
Sorry.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, is that how you do it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at this. Ken's like the
purely
master. I'm
questions.
glad Ken's not playing.
This is so hard. I'm like,
it is. Oh my god.
Right. Ken, you're the expert. You do it against Martin instead.
I'm not the expert.
Yeah, Ken.
It's easy to sit on the sideline and judge.
Okay, do it. Go ahead.
Who, Ken or me?
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
Martin, do you like my shirt?
Yeah, it's nice. What color is it? That works, right?
Are you colorblind?
I'm not. Why would you ask that?
Why don't you know what color my shirt is?
Because it looks a little bit green, doesn't it?
I like how you're doing this. It's like, and doesn't it to the end of it. I don't even. I'll lose. You win, Martin. You win.
It was a pleasure to have you on as a guest and beating us in verbal tennis. We need to practice on this. So go ahead and check out Martin in the Littlewood. We think he's a fantastic guy that you will all enjoy as well. YouTube.com/InTheLittleWood.
Yeah, or you can. I got a vanity URL the other day. Did I tell you about this?
Yeah.
I got
Feel free to plug whatever you want.
I got the URL. It's really easy. It's youtube.com/Martin. Really simple.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Just Martin. Wow.
But it's Martin with a Y. Just FYI.
The Y.
YouTube.com/Martin with a Y. I'll leave you with the last word.
Umbongo.